welcome back to another video. If you don't know who I am Kelly from Kelly's Creations, where we create all things chaotically and cute stationery, including some other items now. Today's video, this is the last instalment of the tutorials for December, and we're going to be talking 2025. So I am going to be planning in Notion my 2025 business and a little bit personal as well. And I'm going to take you through me making it and explaining what I'm doing, what I've created. So stay tuned and let's talk Notion. We started off with the basics, grabbing a notebook and a pen, and I started writing down all the kind of ideas, plans and goals I had for 2025 and a rough gauge of what I kind of want each quarter. I'm not going too in depth with this because 2025 is going to be a bit chaotic. There will be a video about that coming next week, explaining a bit more why this plan for 2025 looks a little bare right now, but we're just going to kind of see how we go. So I've just got like a couple of aspects that I want to kind of focus on, and those are the main projects, and then we'll probably be sprinkling things here and there as we go throughout the year. But this is going to be my main 2025 kind of dashboard situation on Notion that I can always gravitate to, go and have a look, adapt it, add on to it, and make it work for me. So after getting everything written down and a little bit more sense of what I want to do, I jumped into Notion and I started preparing the theme and had play about with creating the theme and what I aim to do. So here's a few clips of that process of me creating the template. So now we've got the template ready, I'm going to talk you through what we've got here on the template. So this is my 2025 planning, guessing what I'm calling it. This is going to be my 2025 dashboard where I look back for everything that I've aimed for 2025 and keep looking at it, making sure we are somewhat on track. So we start off with let the journey begin, because we are embarking on a new journey for 2025 and 2026, which, sorry, but it'll be explained in the next video. So that's the quote for the year. I normally choose a word for each year, and this year the word is journey. Last year the word was simplicity, but this year the word is journey. So we start off with just my little quote that kind of gets me going, gets me inspired, reminds me why I'm doing this. And I've got loads of little accents going on here with all these moons and stars and things just to make it look cuter. And we start off with my dashboard. So these are the main kind of things I'm going to be creating throughout the year of 2025. I haven't gone into these and created anything just yet. But we have a major secret project that we're working with on Patreon. So that will be the first secret project drop will be happening hopefully in the new year. I'll get to that in a second. We have the Year of Stickers 2025, which I did this last year. I released a freebie sticker print yourself kit for 2024 with everything you needed to do to plan your whole year basically in like a bullet journal. So we're going to be remaking that for 2025 and hopefully adapting it to have it now on our Shopify instead of through Gumroad. So I do need to figure out how I'm able to do that, but what I might do is it might be up for a very, very, very small price on the shop instead of being 100% free this time. But we will look more into that through in the new year when we're planning it. It will hopefully be releasing sometime in January. Little late, I know, I should have done this a bit earlier, but with everything of me traveling and things, it didn't end up happening. Then we've got monthly digital drops. So an aim I have for this year is that at least once a month there is some kind of new digital product. One of the big digital products is the Secret Project, which will be hopefully be announcing here sometime mid-January maybe. So you will be able to know all about that. But if you do want to know about what our secret project is, you can join my Patreon. It's part of even the tip jar tier, the sparkles, or the chaotic cuties. The chaotic cuties. Either tier you will get access to the information and voting polls for the secret projects. So we've already announced stuff earlier this month over on Patreon. We are deciding names. Soon we will be voting on some other things. So if you want to be a part of the secret project, definitely go check it out. So our aim is to have some kind of monthly digital drop, whether that is the secret project, whether it is sticker sheet illustrations, whether it is any other type of product that we decide to release. I hope to do at least one a month. Even if it's small, but just to keep things going, keep things flowing. Then we've got characters and development. So one of my big goals for 2025, which we will get to down here, is to develop more characters for the World of Chaos, which is Kevin's world. It was supposed to be the chaotic world of Kevin, but because we're going to be bringing in new characters, we're calling it the World of Chaos. So the aim is that we are going to be developing new characters and bringing them to the World of Chaos. So that's one of my pages here on my dashboard. And then I've got my quick access here, which is just access to my general pages that I use quite a lot on my Notion. So I've got my shop dashboard, which has all of other bits to do with my shop. It has this Patreon one as well as in there. It's got all of my postage information, quick links, it's got product weights. I've got everything kind of in its own place in my shop dashboard. Then I've got my weekly agendas, which is my page where I have all of my weekly to-dos, which I have shown this and do have a template for this in a previous video. My first Notion video here on YouTube I did during the summer. I created my weekly agendas and my main World of Purple dashboard, and I did have a template there as well. So if you want to go watch that and see how I made that, I will leave the link of the video down in the description or up in the cards. I've got my Patreon board here that has all of my ideas for Patreon and all of the Chaos Games bits and the themes for Chaos Games, etc. Then we have my project planner, which was another Notion video that I did, which I will be creating my ones for the next quarters and go more in depth once I have figured out what I'm actually doing. These are all just preliminary and we'll kind of see as we go. I will probably create one as I'm going into each quarter. Then one thing that I will be slightly planning this year is my wedding. My wedding will be happening hopefully in 2026, but I need to start getting things planned. I need to decide a date. We need to decide a date, a location and a venue. Those are things that we need to get done this year, as well as save the date invitations. So there's some stuff to plan there. So I've got my wedding board here, which now we have done the first step that was on the wedding board, which was my bridesmaids. Which was lovely. That was my little trip away. I went to ask some of my friends to be my bridesmaids. I will be hopefully releasing a video over on Patreon that is a little kind of snippet travel vlog from my time away in Wales. So if you want to watch that, it will be for free members as well, so go join even as a free member over on Patreon, so you'll be able to watch that video when it comes out. So now we're going to go on to business goals. Here in my business goals, I've got grow the world of chaos characters. So my objective is to have 5 brand new characters by the end of the year. I have so far 2 out of 5 decided, and I have ideas in my head, but the idea is over the course of these next 12 months, we will be creating 5 brand new characters for the world of chaos. Then another goal of mine is to grow my Patreon. So my objective is to get 10 to 15 total new paid Patreons. So we are currently on 8 or 9 paid Patreons. I think 8, and I would like to get a total, I didn't need the new then in the end, a total of 10 to 15. It's not much growth, I know, but I know the first year on Patreon is always a little bit of a slow burner, so we've kept the goal a little lower, but I would be very, very chuffed if we had 15 paid Patreons by the end of 2025. Now, this is a rollover from last year. We've got 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. We are currently on 709 subscribers as I'm filming this. So we aren't as far as we were when we put the first goal in 2024. When we put that goal in 2024, we were on 450, I think, at the time. So we have grown 250 subscribers in a year, which is damn good, seeing as during August I wasn't posting every week, I was posting every 2 weeks. So that is a new goal for 2025, and hopefully with this comes monetization, which means we can make money. Yay. Okay, then we've got bank of digital products. So as I kind of explained, the monthly digital drops. This is kind of me to have a new bank of digital products to always have available forever and always on the shop. So our objective is to get at least 2 per quarter, but hopefully monthly drops. So the idea, I've got 2 per quarter as a minimum, but preferably 4 per quarter. 3 per quarter, I mean, once a month. So a minimum 2, but preferably 3. Then we've got our newsletter. As a business goal, I really want to concentrate on using NOSEY. I really enjoy using NOSEY and see a difference using it, and I've just fallen a bit off the bandwagon the last 2 months, but the idea is to do 2 emails a month, so that's our objective. On my personal goals, I have start planning wedding, decide location, venue and save the date, as I've already said. Driver's license, which is also a rollover from last year. End up with all of the moves. I wasn't able to start my driver's license, but with things that are coming in 2025, I need it. So that is an objective. This here is incomplete. You will figure out what I'm talking about in this area. Plan something. I've got stuff to sort out and enjoy my last ever restaurant season. So I'll explain more about this in another video and sit down and talk to you about exactly what's going to be happening in 2025, so it all makes a bit more sense. So down here I've got shop, Patreon, YouTube and newsletter. This is where I have divided kind of main things I want to do for each of these. So these are my 4 main focuses to do with my business: is the shop, Patreon, YouTube, my newsletter. Those are my 4 focuses, and social media is sprinkled there in the middle. If it ends up happening, me concentrating on social media or not, we will see. Hopefully it is a bit lower in my planning as well, but for my main focus is the shop, Patreon, YouTube and newsletter. So under shop, I've got Year of Stickers, secret project, with hopefully 3 drops of the secret project this year and monthly product drops. On Patreon, I would like to get some guests for Chaos Games. I don't know how I'd actually make that work, but that would be a nice thing to do, hopefully at least once during 2025. Get more creative goodies. So I want to get a bit more creative with the digital goodies every month, as well as we're going to be getting creative with the digital products for the shop. I want to get creative with the same for Patreon. And involve in more character development. So I really want my patrons to be involved in the brand new characters for the World of Chaos. For YouTube, we want consistent posting every single week. Hopefully this year I will be posting a YouTube video at Sunday at 3 p.m. GMT. Whether it will be a studio vlog, whether it will be a day in the life, whether it will be a tutorial or a sit down video, there hopefully will be a new video up every single week. So I want to change up the vlogs and make them more interesting. So I'm going to be doing a little less weekly vlog, a little more topical vlogs, showing you certain things that I will be doing that are more interesting and not just showing you the boring day-to-day stuff. I will still be sharing that, just not as often, because I do realise that it gets boring after a while. So we hopefully will be making some more creative videos and talking about development, character development, the whole process of creating the secret project and doing things like that. Maybe like grouping vlog clips under like each kind of umbrella of projects and things like that. So yeah, occasional sit down videos. I want to do more voiceovers on my videos and try and get better, upping my editing game, and with a new intro and outro. So the little like thing you see at the beginning of my videos, I want to make some new ones of those, update them and make them more to our personality for the business that we have and more branded. So then on the newsletter, I plan to do discounts, early drops and behind the scenes. So these will be happening hopefully twice a month. You won't be hearing too much from me. I will leave the website to sign up down below if you want to join and get early discounts, early drops. So if you can't necessarily be a Patreon, that be a newsletter subscriber is probably the second best thing you can do, and this is free. It means you can still get things a little bit earlier than anyone else, but not as early as my patrons. Okay, now we go down to quarter planning. So this is where I've kind of planned all 4 quarters, and this will be adapted throughout the year and will be added on things as we decide to do them. So these are just the main aspects that I want to grab for each month, but because we're still deciding on what's happening and how we're doing things, I'm leaving it very open, and also not to put the pressure on myself. So if we keep it open, and if I'm not able to do the things, it's not that much pressure on myself. The idea for 2025 is to not put too much pressure on myself to do everything. Things will come in time, and it's a journey. So we can go small, we can go lighter and get more creative and go back to basics. And yeah, so we've got just a couple of things for each quarter that we'll be concentrating on, because as well as like the major things, I do have my Patreon members to take care of every single month. So we've got goodies every single month, we've got the Chaos Games every single month, podcasts and all of that will be happening, as well as this stuff throughout each quarter. So in quarter one, which I have put down here the months because I sometimes forget and get confused which months are part of each quarter. So quarter one, which is January, February and March, we've got the year of stickers, the first drop of Secret Project, and I plan for Patreon doing a DIY printable calendar if I can figure out how to get that done in time for the January goodies. There will probably be more stuff appearing here as things go on and as we decide more in depth what we want to do, but as I said, we're just keeping it light. So for quarter two, we've got a second drop of the Secret Project. Quarter three, we've got our third drop and final instalment of the Secret Project for 2025. We will be continuing it on in 2026. We also have Kev's birthday that I want to celebrate, which is the same day. It's my birthday. Kev has my birthday and Rachel has my fiance's birthday. It's just how things work in the world of chaos. It's all a bit switched. So hopefully this year we'll be doing something to celebrate Kev's birthday. I need to figure out what it is. Where anything the X is, this will all make a bit more sense when you see the next video that I will be posting. So I will be posting that hopefully on, I think it's New Year's or New Year's Eve. The Sunday after when you're watching this next week, you'll be seeing the video of what's going to be happening for 2025 and the news I have to tell you. So yeah, that's kind of a lot of that is going to be concentrating towards the end of 2025. So that's why a lot of this has the X's that I will fill in later when you're not watching. So now we go on to Patreon themes. So I don't have all of them filled out. I have a couple filled out so far, and we will go more into depth once I've got more ideas. But this is where I'm going to basically have all of the themes for my Patreon Happy Mail goodie box. I call them cutie packs. Then we have a weekly schedule. So this is what I aim every week to be for me. So I learned from many other creators, and I have dabbled in doing this myself, but being back and forth, different houses, moving all this, working, I never was able to get it properly working for me. But this is me trying to make it work for me, that I'd like specific things that I do each day of the week to make my life better, so I don't come in here and I'm not lost of like, okay, now what the frick do I have to do, how am I going to get this done, I've got too much to do. So this way I can concentrate my tasks on under these specific categories for each day. So on Mondays the aim is to be admin, social media and planning of the week. So getting all the social media ready, either filming social media bits, reels, stories, posting the YouTube videos, shorts, TikTok. I want to try and go full head on with it when I can. On Tuesdays it's supposed to be character design and product design. So we will be creating either characters or products depending on where we are at in the projects and things like that, but hopefully at least every Tuesday I want to try and get a sketch done for a new character and a sketch done for a product, or getting some things for these products a bit more in depth, as well as filming for the vlogs. So on Wednesdays I'll be only doing half days. I think this is a good shout for me to be able to rest and also get life sorted and, you know, wash clothes and do all of the life stuff that we need to do. It's the issue with having two jobs sometimes. So this will also transfer when I'm at the restaurant and things like that as well. So during the times when I'm not at the restaurant, these will be more filled with other items as well, but these are the main focus for each of the days. On Thursday is supposed to be social media film day, where I film all the rest of the social media, hopefully then to schedule and post on Monday, but Thursdays is supposed to be the day where I film everything, get all creative for social media, and complete the week's to-do. So what I have planned for the week, if I haven't got it done by Thursday, the objective is to tick everything off the list. Friday is still my editing day. I've enjoyed for the last at least year and a half my Fridays being my editing days. It used to be because of my old house, it used to take nearly 18 hours to upload a vlog. Now it takes me 20 minutes with the internet here. So it's not to do with the time of upload, but it's to do with having the time off on the weekend and getting it all finished by the end of Friday, and then and scheduled, and I don't need to worry throughout the weekend. So it's video editing day and YouTube prep. Because with Patreon I give early access to my YouTube vlogs, I will be posting those on Saturdays, which is my official full day off. It is the day off I get off the restaurant, and it will continue to be my full day off here, as well as Sundays is upload vlogs and prepare any last little things I need to do. So I do technically have Saturday and Sunday off, but I do pop on Instagram to post the links of the vlogs and all that kind of stuff. But Saturday is the day where everything is scheduled and I do nothing. So that is my Notion for 2025. It looks scary looking at it, but at the same time looks kind of empty. I don't understand that thought process actually, but okay, so that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed following me along, making my plan for 2025 and showing off how I made it. I will be actually releasing this as a little extra goodie over on Patreon in the new year, but it was just to kind of show you how I kind of created this and the little time lapse of me making this and sitting down and telling you all about the plans for 2025. It will make a bit more sense if you watch the next video. I feel a bit bad doing it that way, but I thought it was probably best to do it that way so I can do proper sit down and explain everything that's kind of going on. So stay tuned for that next week. I will explaining everything. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Follow me along planning 2025, and I'll see you guys next week for another video. Bye.